Good morning. Some people said that they wanted me to do children's time on a video. So I'm going to tell this children's time to you, and I'm telling it to Augie so I have a real person to tell it to. So, do you remember the ashes from the beginning of Lent?
Yeah.
In the beginning of Lent, we had ashes and oil. The oil was meant to remind us that we're healed. Oil is what the Good Samaritan used to treat the wounds of the person who was hurt on the road to Jericho. And a long time ago, ancient shepherds would pour oil on their sheep's head, and this would make the wool slippery. And then it would be impossible for insects to go near the sheep's ears because the insects would just slide right off. From this, anointing became a symbol of blessing and protection and empowerment. When we planned for Lent and we thought we would all be together as a church, we thought that today all of us would do anointing together. Sometimes we do anointing with oil. We put a little oil on our heads when babies are born. And sometimes we do it when someone is sick, or maybe if someone's going to have an operation. It doesn't have to be a pastor anointing you. It's something that you can do for each other. When you put oil on another person, you're giving them a blessing. And when another person puts oil on you, you are receiving a blessing. If you choose to do anointing with your household, you can think of ways that you are blessed. You can think of things that you're thankful for. You can also think of other ways to bless others, or the ways that you would like to be healed. Maybe ways that you want to make changes for the water and the earth. The oil reminds us that we can make different choices and we can help heal the world. While you think about blessings and healing, I want to tell you a story about a creature. Listen. Deep, deep in the rock of the Adriatic Sea, that is east of Italy, there is a dark kingdom. People used to say that a dragon rules this kingdom. And the people had proof of the dragon. When they would go to the springs to get water after a heavy rain, they found the dragon's babies. They were washed up there. And they would quickly put the babies back in the streams and tell them, swim back to your mother underground. Swim back to your mother dragon who guards the fresh and sweet water. In the caves underneath the rock, there is a creature that lives there, but it is not a dragon. It is called an olm. It is pale, and it has a body about a foot long, and it glows pink. It has little legs that seem like baby legs, and it has a tail that looks like a tadpole. It is easy to see why people once thought these were baby dragons. The olm is the largest cave-dwelling animal in the whole earth. It is a salamander, and it is different than any other salamander. Its life is adapted to living underground and underwater. Without the heavy rains that washed some of them away, no one would have even knew that they existed, because people cannot get into the caves. Scientists have some aquariums set up in caves outside, and they have learned that the olm doesn't have eyes. It has receptors in its head that can take signals from the Earth's magnetic field. And in its ear, it can listen to sound waves in the water and in the ground. And it has sensors in its snout to detect the bioelectric field of any creature that comes near, so it knows if it's food. When learning about the olm in the aquarium, it doesn't tell the researchers how they are doing at home. So a few scientists have gone into the cave. And when they went in the cave, do you know what they found?
What?
They found a lot of garbage. They found waste from factories and mining sludge and pesticides and dumps, and all of these things seeped down through the rocks into the cave's waters. So the waters that the olm lives in are being poisoned. But these waters aren't just for the olm, they're for people too. And the people are working to protect the waters so that the olms are not poisoned. and the people who live nearby are not poisoned. Because water is what all creatures need to be healthy.
And what people need to drink.
And what people need to drink to be healthy. Protecting the water and making sure not to let toxic and bad things get into the water is a blessing for the earth. It's a blessing for animals, large and small. We all need fresh and healthy water to survive. We all need to be blessed. Here is a picture of a strange Om. I sent some in the mail this week to all of your families, all of the families with children. And I'm still working on it. I haven't got them all sent out. So you will get one in the mail. I hope when these pictures come, you can find ways to pray for them and to light a candle for them. On the back, again, there's always more information about ways that you can be the light, ways during Lent that you can make way for all of God in creation. We can sing for the Om and for ourselves and for all the world that needs to be healed. Don't be afraid, my love is stronger. My love is stronger than your fear. Don't be afraid, my love is stronger, and I have promised to be always near. Bye. I'd like to know if you do anointing of yourselves or your family, or if you do some blessing and protecting of water near you.